in the Canadian Criminal Code book, there's nothing about Mental Health Act at all. There's something on mental disorder, but it has nothing about breaching somebody's house and smashing the door down to boliviations, or insinuating that somebody, you can accuse them, but you can't insinuate. False news and accusations from all the psychologists I've ever done with, and intent to harm because their needle they gave me prevents me from walking properly. It prevents me from picking up things without feeling stomach pain or back pain, which now I have severe back problems again because I have a lack of testosterone in my body, which it insinuates level 19 out of 30, or is that 30%? And I only have 19% out of 100 now in my body, which is a critically low when a person needs full testosterone at the age of 40 to be a man and to be able to walk upright and do things normally. So anybody who wants to insinuate I'm on the steroids, I'm so far below it, it's not funny. I cry every day and it's not funny at all. I shake like a leaf, and if I eat too much right away, I live in such fear I shit myself, period. I have to make sure I shit myself so bad before I leave that I won't have to run to the toilet. And yeah, it's better to ride my bike and use the gears than walk, because I don't think my legs will hold me up that far to walk even up to the grocery store, which is Thrifty Foods. It's just about a half an hour walk either way. One up a hill, one down a hill. Up the hill probably taking 45 minutes to an hour. Other than that, yeah, my mom, she gave a statement to the doctor a year ago saying I'm a drug addict, do an audit on me of all my times when I worked. It's impossible that I was a drug addict, like she said, doing coke and all kinds of other different drugs and being addicted to anything, but having a general toke of weed like my mom does and my brother does and my dad does and my other brothers and sisters do as well. So I don't think I'm a drug addict. I think you got your head up your ass, mother, and you want to insinuate and be a child abuser even more. I'm waiting for my $80,000 you owe me from what you stole me. Doubles every 7 years. In 7 years, it'll be double that. Take it right back to the age of 12 when you and Dad, Quinfa, Dave Lai, went off to fucking Hong Kong, took my money and Shane's money, and had a great fucking holiday in Hong Kong. If you don't want to pay back, hey, it's no difference to taking Bud to the courts. You got money from Bud, I'm going to get my money from you. Same situation, just reversed. This time, I get my money. You get lost. That's how it works. Ha 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 ha. What goes around comes around. You got a choice. Either pay up now without going to court, or you go to court, you get labeled as a child abuser. Period. Plain and fucking simple. And like I said, there's no such thing as any mental disorder for breaching a house. And if you don't have a form for breaching somebody's house, you're not supposed to enter a house. Right to enter, I think it's called. Form something. Here, I'll look up real quick. Maybe I'll find it. Chances are I won't. Mischief of my life with the RCMP insinuating and my family trying to make me feel less of a person. Oh, this is not a training scenario, because in a training scenario in the military, I'd be making $500 a week in any type of training, at least, because that's how they do it. Oh, other things are, it was a good visit up there for a week up at the hospital. I've been out for a week. Good food again. Nurses were nice. Doctors, they just don't seem to want to listen. They only care about their own things. My penis size is only 5 inches still when erect. They took some blood tests, as I said. I'm a 19 out of 30 instead of a 20 out of 30, which I was a year ago. And it's pretty ridiculous. Form 5.062, warrant for arrest. Report to a provincial court, judge, or court. 507. DNA analysis for forensics. 5.606. Or 5.041. Form 5 is warrant to search. For information, Form 2. So you don't have to give any information to any officer unless they have a warrant for information. A warrant to search, Form 1. or obtain information to obtain a search warrant, Form 1. But you get the point. Warrant to enter dwelling house, 7.1 form. Has to be signed by a judge, clerk of the courts. There's no probable cause or anything like that in the book. And I said human right violations of the yin-yang, such as cruel acts from pain and suffering, watching somebody's starvation, humiliation of not ever being able to find a job and having a cult kick their ass all over the place, and humiliation of telling everybody a bunch of fucking lies and watching them struggle through life for no fucking reason. Well, you got the power, RCMP, and the government to change the world as we see it and make sure poverty gets a foot up and into society by making sure they get 3 meals a day, houses paid for so they can live in society, and get their nutritional level up to go get a job. You have the power to put them back into schooling, and if they want to stay on assistance, make sure they're in some type of schooling so they get educated so they can find a higher power job. If they can't, well, you got to come up with some type of guaranteed apprenticeship program that they can stay in, and they're going to have a guaranteed job for the next excess of their life. And if they don't like that trade after 7 years of work, they can try something else. It's the only way to do it, man. Because, hey, nobody wants to be a slave and work and starve to death, and that's the downfall of it all. We're all slaves. We have to make a dollar bill to live. Later. Intent to harm, malpractice. If they don't want to reverse this, this needle does nothing but harm you. I can't physically do stuff anymore. That goes for you doctors who give these needles out who think you're being smart. Why don't you listen to the patients for once? Not just what you think you know out of a book. Did you ever take these shots yourself? No. Maybe all doctors should have to take their shots so they know how it feels.